Sofia Carson's Purple Hearts has set a new record for Netflix. Netflix's new movie Purple Hearts has become a runaway success for the streaming giant, topping even the Ryan Gosling and Chris Evans thriller The Gray Man. Purple Hearts stars Sofia Carson as a struggling singer and Nicholas Galitzine as a troubled Marine who are forced into a marriage of convenience that eventually turns into an actual love story. According to the latest figures, the romantic drama drew nearly 102.6 million viewing hours worldwide for the week beginning August 1st. It marks the highest number of viewing hours for a film on Netflix this year, beating out the likes of blockbuster The Gray Man, which topped out at 96.5 million viewing hours for the week. However, it's not all bad news for Netflix's divisive action thriller. The Gray Man had a bigger opening, stacking up 88.6 million viewing hours in its first 3 days compared to 42.3 for Purple Hearts. While viewers have been loving Purple Hearts, sadly critics have been less than kind. It currently has a rating of 38%. Ironheart Pictures reveal major new MCU villain. New pictures from the set of Ironheart have revealed the upcoming introduction of a major MCU villain, as well as a first look at Riri Williams' armor. Hamilton star Anthony Ramos, who was cast in an undisclosed role back in February, was photographed donning a comic-accurate costume of Marvel's supervillain Parker Robbins, aka the Hood. In the comics, Parker is a small-time crook who stumbles across a magical red cloak that grants him mystical powers, though he's still often seen carrying 2 pistols in either hand as his weapon of choice. Dominique Thorne, who is set to star as protagonist Riri, was also pictured on set in her suit for the first time. Though the costume mostly consists of a CGI suit, fans are given a glimpse of her upper body armor and helmet. Thorne's character is a beloved Marvel Comics superhero and teenage genius who, fans might recall, reverse-engineered her own version of the Iron Man suit in her MIT dorm. In the comics, Ironheart has become a fixture of the Marvel Universe and even replaced Tony Stark as Iron Man for a brief period. Ironheart will make her debut in the upcoming Black Panther sequel, Wakanda Forever, which will set up the Ironheart series. The show is being produced by Black Panther director Ryan Coogler, along with the rest of the usual heads at Marvel Studios, Kevin Feige et al. Sam Bailey and Angela Barnes are directing. Other previously announced cast members include Manny Montana, Mayans MC, Lyric Ross, This Is Us, Alden Ehrenreich, Solo, A Star Wars Story. John Wick director teases the Chapter 4. Hypothetically, if someone was a fan of the action genre, but they hadn't seen a single John Wick movie, the simplest way to sell them on next year's Chapter 4 would be to inform them that Keanu Reeves is set to go one-on-one with Donnie Yen. 2 respective icons of the art form with countless classics under their belts dating back decades, the prospect of seeing the sharp-suited titular assassin face off with a martial arts icon like Yen is a mouth-watering prospect, and one that wasn't lost on director Chad Stahelski, as he revealed to Collider. Well, again, the 18-year-old me would have been like, oh my god, I can't believe I'd do this. I'm not going to lie, I giggle. I'd make jokes all the time. It's like Donnie would come up with a question, I'd start giggling. He's like, what's wrong with you, man? I'm directing Donnie Yen, what do you think I'm doing? That's a completely understandable reaction, but the filmmaker went on to tease the showdown to end all showdowns that could turn out to be the saga's best hand-to-hand, and weaponized, scrap yet, even if nobody needs any convincing. So, it always comes down to, I can do the Donnie Yen triple kick. I can do all this, but you also want to do something different. So, you start sitting, you come at it from character, and you have a lot of discussions with the guys going, okay, Donnie is amazing at this. Keanu is amazing at this. They're both great actors, so let's lean onto that, and let's do something we haven't seen before. So now, that Donnie Yen with a sword and a pistol and Keanu with a samurai sword and a couple of pistols and throwing an AR-15 and a glass mirror room with Japanese artifacts. And yeah, throw in a couple of dogs, and let's see what happens. That sounds fine by us, But the only downside is that John Wick Chapter 4 isn't coming to theaters until March of next year, so there's a long way to go. Secret Headquarters is a Marvel-lite movie not without charm. Some ideas are so simple they end up being film titles, such as Secret Headquarters, which hits Paramount Plus on August 12. Based on an original screenplay by Christopher L. Yost, Cowboy Bebop, Secret Headquarters has writer/directors Josh Koenigsberg, High Fidelity, and Ariel Schulman, Project Power, at the helm. Owen Wilson headlines as Jack Kincaid, who gets introduced alongside wife Lily, Jesse Mueller, and son Charlie, Louis Chaplin Moss, in a concise flashback sequence featuring aerial pursuits, injured Air Force pilots, and flying saucers, culminating in Jack being entrusted with an unlimited power. From the outset, this is pure wish fulfillment with smatterings of family dysfunction, as 10 years on a teenage Charlie, Walker Scoble, is now split between parents. With his father permanently waylaid by work commitments and a birthday looming, Secret Headquarters makes light work of laying solid narrative foundations. The main teenage principals include Maya, Momona Tameda, Lizzie, Abby James Witherspoon, Berger, Keith L. Williams, and his brother Big Mac, Kesey Curtis, each of whom bring their own contribution to the group dynamic, ensuring the quartet remains engaging throughout. Beyond that, and some reasonably impressive visual effects, Secret Headquarters feels like Marvel-lite with splashes of dysfunctional drama thrown in. On the face of it, that's no bad thing, because this Paramount Plus original never drags, and gets by on charm and some smart story choices.